Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about an undervalued gem that I believe has the power to really do a 10 to 20x this bull run, and we're going to be addressing that and really kind of talking about where I could see this long term as well. So overall, I've talked about a lot of low cap gems on this channel, but this one is very interesting because it is working with multiple other gems that I've talked about on this channel, including DAG. So essentially, the token that we're going to be talking about today is a decentralized advertising exchange that is built on Constellation, or DAG if you will, and this has a lot of potential behind it. Now, before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that if you are new to the channel and if you guys do enjoy daily crypto content, definitely consider subscribing and also turning notifications on if you guys do want to really get the most out of my pretty much content. You guys could also follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. But overall, let's jump into this and let's talk about alchemy. So this is a play on the words of alchemy, of course, but overall, this is a very, very undervalued gem in my opinion. Now, overall, we're going to be addressing where a good entry point could be for this asset, as well as where I could see it going long term. Now, currently, we do see that there's 1,445 holders currently, and if we check out the 3-month span, we do see going all the way back to August 25th, we were at about 630 holders. This is a very new asset, just so you guys know. But now we do see that this has rose significantly as time went on. Now we do see a lot of the holders are holding about 7.75%. I'm going to be addressing these and actually talking about why these are holding so much of the supply. Currently, like I said, 15 million in circulating supply, 250 million in max supply, sitting at about a almost $5 million market cap, 120 million fully diluted. Now, where could I see this dipping to? Where's a good entry point? Well, if we go to the all-time chart, let's just go to even just the 1-year span, because this is, like I said, a fairly new asset. Now, when we're talking about the all-time high, currently at about 85 cents, current price is roughly about 48 cents. And when we're talking about this, I think that this could retest possibly around the 43-cent zone. I think that the major support zone is down around that 44 to 43 cents. So down here would be fairly good entry points. It is up to you if you want to buy at the current level. Totally up to you. I think from here we could see a 2x to retest the all-time high. Now, long term, or even at the end of this bull run, I think that we could see a 10x from the current prices at about $4 and almost 80 cents. We could even see, a 2x at about $9 plus. So overall, or a 20x, sorry, not a 2x. But overall, when we're talking about alchemy, I think that this has a lot of potential behind it. If you guys are into e-commerce or businesses overall, you'd understand how big of a use case advertising is. Now, why is alchemy so different from all of these other assets out there that are in the advertising area and stuff? Well, it's very simple. So first off, alchemy has an incredible website because it's just straightforward, no nonsense. And essentially, like I said, it's a decentralized replacement to the inefficient legacy programmatic ad exchanges with the mission to restore the value exchange between advertisers, publishers, and even users. It is powered by the Hypergraph, or DAG, Constellation, like I was saying. So overall, this is a very, very great asset from the point of view of what they're trying to do. And what they're trying to do is help you create ad products proven to be successful by walled gardens across the open web. And if we do come down here, we could actually read more about this. And we do see here it's the world's first decentralized ad exchange, where basically users aren't a product, publishers aren't at the behest of Facebook and Google. Advertisers can deliver their message with value. Using the principle of generative economics, the Alchemy Exchange will reward users, publishers, and advertisers for rebuilding the intended value exchange of the open web, fewer ads, better user experience, and increased engagement. Now, this is exactly how it will work. So you get the website, publisher, ad server, and then it'll go through these integrations as well as the server adapter, go to the pretty much Alchemy Exchange endpoint, and then pretty much go to the exchange state channel, and pretty much this is exactly how it will work from the advertiser slash agency standpoint as well, all going through the state channel. Now, overall, if you guys do not know who I am or what I do, besides YouTube, I run automated e-commerce websites and businesses, and those, to actually have them work automated, I need to run ads. ads are very expensive. For anybody who has never ran Facebook ads or Google ads, or even if you tried drop shipping, right? A lot of people try drop shipping. They find out that, hey, it is not easy. It's very hard. It's very complex as well. Facebook ads are very, very, in my opinion, complex to understand from an overall newbie standpoint. But essentially, there's a lot of things that go into accountability. You got ad cost, ROI, all that kind of stuff to make sure the conversion rate is very good. Now, when we talk about that, Facebook and Google do not care if your product sells, if you get conversions. They will charge you no matter what, because guess what? At the end of the day, you are running ads on their platform. Similar to even YouTube, right? We see YouTube ads. YouTube ads are a huge market. So when we're talking about all of these ad exchanges, and we're talking about ads in general, they're all centralized by major companies like Facebook and Google. Well, Alchemy is building the world's first decentralized ad exchange, which I think has the power to disrupt a lot of markets. And it could also help e-commerce brands and e-commerce websites and just e-commerce in general really kind of prosper. But it's not even just targeting e-commerce. It's targeting everything from, overall major businesses to major platforms to anything in regards to companies, advertising, and so forth. So I think that this has an incredible value behind it that a lot of people aren't really seeing just yet. Now, we do see the team here. It's a named team, very transparent. You can learn more about them, read their past, read what they were doing, read their specialties, all that kind of stuff. We even see the advisors as well. So overall, we actually see some advisors from OpenSlate, Constellation Network, of course. We also see the Elliott Group, Hunwines, Constellation Network again, Constellation Network, and we could see their white paper, which I do have open in another tab, and then we do see their contact information. Now, overall, this is a fairly straightforward website. Like I said, there's no nonsense. It's pretty much the about, team, and contact, and that's it. Now, overall, when we're talking about the tokenomics, so we're actually going to get into that just real quick. But overall, like I was saying, it's a decentralized advertising exchange built on DAG. Again, you could pretty much read all about this. There's nothing really, too crazy in regards to that. I'm not going to read too much about that. But overall, I think that this could be extremely great overall at the end of the day. Now, when we're talking about the opportunity cost here, the online advertising surpassed a $340 billion overall market cap, which is insane overall. So that's insane if you think about it. Now, when we're talking about what they could really grasp in regards to that market, I think they could disrupt this extremely well. Now, I sort of want to get into the aspect of their tokenomics. So let's actually jump down here into the tokenomics sector of this white paper. So here is their phase. First off, let's check out their roadmap. So we do see here Q3 of 2021, which we are basically at the end already. ERC20 token minted, already build endpoints built to ensure interoperability of AlExchange with the existing technical infrastructure. And then we also see Q4, migration to L_0 token, launch of AlExchange testnet, implementation of AlExchange data schemes, and also open RTB 2.5 GDPR and CCPA compliance. And we also see phase 2, Q1 to Q2 of 2022. This is pretty much the launch of it, compatibility, accreditation, and then we also see Q3 of 2022. It's basically just kind of what they're doing overall. So looks like they are basically going to be built out officially by phase 3 of Q3 of 2022, but they will be launching in Q1 to Q2 of 2022 as well. So I think that that could be very, very interesting overall. Now, when we're talking about the distribution, so here is the tokenomics breakdown. Platform tokens account for 27%, and the reserve is 3%. Now, overall, a lot of the percentages is already gone in marketing, staking rewards, development, bounty, and exchange liquidity. We do see that the advisors and the team hold 20%, and the private sale also holds about 20% as well. Overall, I don't think that these tokenomics are that bad at all compared to a lot of other assets that I've seen. I think that this is fairly straightforward overall. And again, this also has a tier system. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, how much they hold as well, and what they basically get for holding. We do see access to the Alchemy exchange. We also see fee savings as well. So I think that that's also really cool to see a lot of people who will be holding this basically get those benefits, and I think that that is very interesting. Now, overall, from the white paper, it looks fairly straightforward, it looks fairly good as well. Let's actually talk about why I think Alchemy has a bright future. So when we talk about Lattice token, so Lattice token is also an exchange token built on DAG. Now, when we're talking about this asset, again, we're talking about almost a $60 million market cap here. We're seeing the major circulating supply of about 28.6 million, which is nothing too crazy. It's 29% of the total supply of 100 million. And when we check out the holders tab, this has about 12.5K, almost 12.6K. And again, a lot of that percentage held up here is to power the exchanges. These exchange tokens need a lot to actually be powered into the system. Now, when we're talking about this asset, again, look at the overall map of this. I mean, it was starting at 10, 16 cents, continued pretty high, and then it just continued to build from there. So when we're talking about these exchange tokens that are built on DAG, they do have a lot of potential. But I think for what Alchemy is actually really doing, I think Alchemy has a lot more potential behind it than Lattice token in my idea, of course. Of course, I think that these tokens in terms of exchange tokens do have a lot of potential, especially considering the fact that they are built on Constellation or DAG. I think DAG is doing incredible things, and as you guys do, Alchemy Exchange is pretty much going to be a center of attention asset, especially from Constellation or DAG's perspective. And I think that Alchemy has an overall great future ahead of it, especially if they could do exactly what they're trying to do, which looks very promising. And when we're talking about advertising, it's nothing to disregard considering the fact that it is a $300 billion plus market. And like I said, at almost $7.5 million, this is really undervalued to the extreme. But also, just beware that you could be buying this at a lower price at around 43 cents, 44 cents. If that is broken, the next major line of support would most likely be around 39 cents. I don't know if we go too much lower from there, but overall, it is totally up to you where you want to wait on this, or if you want to buy it at a lower price, it's up to you. But I do think that this has a lot of ROI percentage return in it. So, of course, do your own research. This is not financial advice or anything like that, but I do think that this is a great token overall. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, it's Nick here. Hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. Peace out.